Hi you guys, welcome to Psychic Renegade Tarot. My name is Bethany. I want to do a quick pick a card. I got this idea from Julia. It's like Julia. She's another tarot reader on YouTube. I found her recently. She's super cool. Love her readings. Go check her out. Show her some love. But yeah, so her reading was like, what have people realized about you recently? So I'm going to kind of do a twist on that. I want to just do in general, what have people realized about you? This could be specific people, people that know you, people in your vicinity, people that observe your life, friends, acquaintances, family, whatever. And this could be people in your life currently, what they realized about you, or this could be people that no longer are in your life and maybe they've realized something about you. So honestly, you can watch it for whoever you want. So we're going to do a pick a card, you guys. Oh yeah, I'm running a sale through Halloween, so go check that out on my website if you want to book. Any of my services and products are up, you guys. Okay, so let's just get into this because I want to do it quickly. Hi you guys, thanks for watching. I'm not really watching the chat right now, but I will post this later. Okay, so pile 1, oh, I didn't really show you guys the piles. Pile 1 is Kombaba Jasper, 2 is a beach rock, and 3 is Citrine Quartz. Okay, and I'm doing different decks, so that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's just get into it, you guys. Pile 1, Kombaba Jasper. What have people realized about you recently? This could be a specific person, people from your past, people currently in your life, people that know you, people that don't know you. You can just watch this for fun. You can watch this with a specific person in mind or a specific group or community, whatever you want, I guess. If you just want to know how people see you, what they know about you, I guess like their perception basically, or maybe they actually know. Okay. Anyways, pile 1, the Lovers. So I feel like people have seen a softer side of you. They've realized you have a compassionate side. Maybe you hide this in some kind of way, or you don't show it to everybody. Maybe you're a tough nut to crack. You don't bring out your full personality right off the bat. You like to get to know people. You're like a slow burn kind of personality. Maybe you are an acquired taste, or I feel like you just don't show all your cards to people that you don't know that well, or even people you do know. Maybe it takes a while to really get to know the real you. Pile 1, the Magician. Okay, people have also realized that you're highly protected. Maybe you work in the magical arts, maybe you're into like esoteric stuff, maybe you're some kind of witch, like a green witch, like a kitchen witch, fill in the blank. There's a lot of different kinds. Maybe you don't even do that. Maybe you just dabble in like manifestation or something. There's a witchiness to you, or a spiritual side of you that maybe you're showcasing more or bringing out. I'm getting this as like a surprise to people, so they didn't know this about you, or they didn't know how into this you are, or that you were such a spiritual person. Maybe you like came out of the broom closet, or maybe you talk about astrology or spirituality or something like that. For some of you, this is like people realize that you're taking on your personal power. You don't take any crap from people anymore. You stand your ground with boundaries, like physically and spiritually. Like you're a stronger person than you used to be in some kind of way. I'm also getting this as like you're not afraid. You're not afraid of resistance. You're not afraid of people that come at you. You're not afraid of things that scare you. You're not afraid of new challenges. You're not a fearful person. Chariot reversed. Okay. You might be surprisingly a homebody. People didn't know this about you. Maybe you actually have like stronger roots to some of like your ancestors or your family or your community than people will realize. Maybe you just don't really talk about your personal life that much, so people didn't realize how plugged into your community you actually are. Maybe you like have this kind of like vagabond wandering, somewhat of like a, not like a hippie per se, but like a hippie spirit. Like maybe you're like a mutable sign, or you go with the flow kind of thing. So people are surprised that you actually are so connected to your network of people, that you really do have supporters. You are very family oriented, maybe even traditional, like you're kind of a homebody. Maybe you have a family where you're close with your family. Maybe you're close with like your in-laws, your siblings, or something like that. I feel like it's important to you. Okay, Queen of Cups, yeah. You're actually a lover, especially with the Lover's card here too. I don't know, maybe you're shy, or you're very serious at work and like professional or business oriented. Maybe you don't show this side to everyone, just close people around you, but you've let this out more recently, or people have seen this come out of your character, I guess. They've realized you do have this softer side, you do have a compassionate side. Maybe you just don't show it to everybody. Maybe you like save your energy for the people you really care about. Maybe you're just really busy, or have a lot of people in your life that you're checking on or juggling, or maybe you have like a big family or something, so you just don't have a lot of extra time. I feel like it's like it's not that you don't care, you just like reserve your energy for who really matters to you. So I don't know, but this is still becoming apparent to people. So maybe you're showing a softer side at work, or softer side to like your neighbors, your friends, or volunteering or something like that. Like I feel like this is more public in some kind of way. Ace of Wands. People realize how creative you are, what a go-getter you are. You have like a natural drive. I feel like you have your head on straight. You like set your sights on a target and you go for it. You're very good at accomplishing goals. You might be pretty strategic in endeavors that you take on. These could be like career related, even relationships, personal goals, like going to the gym, finishing college, leveling up in your career, finding the right partner, something like that. Like you have like healthy goals in your life of like creating a happy and stable life for yourself, and you're working towards each of these, or a specific goal in mind kind of right now. And you have a way of like inserting a creative spark into each of these. So you always put your own little twist on things, and makes it quite appealing to people, or quite enticing. I'm getting air and water energy. Maybe, well, we can all alchemize in our own way, even earth and fire signs. I'm just kind of getting the sparkiness of an air sign and the flowiness of a water sign. But that's not to say earth and fire placements aren't creative, because they definitely are. Anyway, take that with a grain of salt. You have a unique way of expressing your artistic side, your creative side, your own little artistic voice, the spin you put on things, the aesthetic you attach to things, the way you explain things, the way you emote things. Maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a teacher. You have some part of your job involves expressing to people, and people find this quite fascinating. They realized what a brilliant creative you are. Nine of Wands. You're a formidable opponent. You're a hard worker. You're a strong-willed person. You're a strong-minded person. You're well-rounded in that you have spiritual strength, physical strength, maybe not like a traditional physical strength. Maybe you're just like literally strong, like your bones are strong, your stature could be strong, your mind is strong. You have a fortitude about you. Could be like a mental, emotional, or physical fortitude, or even spiritual, or a little of all of them, that makes you a good competitor. It makes you a strong leader. I feel like you have a leadership position in your career, or you're destined for this. You're quick at making decisions when it's necessary. Like, I feel like you're a compassionate person, but when you need to make a logical decision, you know how to like turn down, like you know how to kind of balance your feminine and masculine. You know when you need to make like a softer decision in a situation, you know when you need to make a firmer decision in another situation. So you're good at balancing that. I think this is going to come out upside down. King of Wands. Okay. We're going to take both of these because they came out like this. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. King of Wands reversed and the Hangman reversed. So people also realize that you're more humble than they would expect. You keep it low key. Maybe you're not that flashy. Maybe you don't care to be out and about. Maybe you don't care to like flaunt online. Maybe you're not into like brands or money or materialistic things. I feel like you keep your money tight. You run a tight ship. You know what you're doing in like your personal finances. And then the Hanged One, you're very intuitive. This is also giving me air and water energy. It's like you might take a second to kind of analyze the situation, and then once you get like an intuitive nudge, you know what to do. You don't second guess yourself, you move. So it's like the Hanged One when they've figured it out. The Hanged Man energy is like sitting in like a spiritual reflection and trying to find insight on a situation. And it's like in the reverse, it's you've gotten the insight and you're taking action. So with all these wands energy here, even with the king in reverse, I'm seeing that as like a lack of pride. So you're very humble. You're a good leader. Like you don't need accolades. You don't need a pat on the back. I feel like you're your own worst critic and cheerleader. Like you keep yourself motivated. You know when you need to put yourself in place. You know when you need to like pump yourself up. You're very good at kind of like a self-dialogue to keep yourself in check. And I feel like you do like meditation or affirmations. Like I feel like you do like daily check-ins with yourself to make sure you're like on track in your life with your goals. You're very like focused person is how I'm getting it. Like you almost hyper focus on goals when you set your mind to something. This can be a blessing and a curse, but I feel like you've learned how to utilize this. Maybe at some point it was more difficult with the Chariot reverse, the Hanged Man, and the King of Wands energy. Like I feel like you've gone through things people realize, but you always get through it. With the Nine of Wands, you always have the compassion and the heart and the energy to overcome these things. And I feel like you're a natural alchemist with the Magician reversed. You don't even need to do rituals. I feel like setting intentions in your heart and in your mind is enough for you. You're very powerful. You have a strong connection with the universe is what I'm seeing. So just people have realized this is kind of how you've leveled up in your life. You're just a force to be reckoned with. You set your mind to something and you make it happen. Even if you second guess yourself, you figure it out. You don't give up. And you don't even like gloat or brag about this. I don't feel like you're pretty humble even with your accomplishments. You're not afraid to clap for other people, or you're learning this. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I think that's all I'm getting, pile one. I don't want to make these too long, so I'm going to move on to pile two. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to book a reading or service with me, check out my sales on my website. The information is always in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys. Okay, pile two. Hi, everybody. Hi, Zuby. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Grace Smith. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching. So pile two, what have people realized about you? This is the original Rider-Waite deck. It's an oldie but a classic. The Fool. Okay, so you take no prisoners. You have a lot of natural bravery and courage to you. The Fool like takes chances and thinks about it later. They take calculated risks. Sometimes this energy comes off as foolish to observers, but the Fool, it's like when your heart is in something, you know it feels right, you just take the leap. It's like that kind of energy. So people realize you're not afraid to take chances. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. You're not afraid to go after what you want and claim it. You're very bold. I'm getting fire sign energy. Also earth signs, when they set their mind to something, they're methodical, but they make it happen, kind of thing. So the Death card. Okay. Also Scorpio energy here. You're not afraid to walk away from things people have realized. Maybe you quit jobs, relationships, friendships, left communities, left organizations. You know when to exit. You know when to let something go. Like, you'll fight really hard for something, I feel like. He's soldiered up. He's armored up. You're not afraid to put in the work. But when you know it's time to throw in the towel and it's just the end of a cycle on something, you'll just do the Scorpio thing and just like let it destroy itself so that you can start somewhere else. It's a natural cycle and evolution. I don't know. Also, I'm getting like a random side message. Some of you have had family issues and had to overcome some like really tough, maybe generational patterns or something. You're probably a cycle breaker. People are admiring this about you. Somehow they know about this, like a struggle or a death in the family or a hardship. Maybe you came from poverty. Maybe you had a parent in the system. Maybe you went through the system yourself. Maybe you, I don't know. Some kind of familial hardship or generational thing you've had to work through and help heal your family line through. How to. 7 of Swords. Reverse, your no BS. People have realized you walk it like you talk it. You have nothing to hide. You wear your flaws on your sleeve. You don't truly give too many F's. You don't like getting caught up in petty stuff. You don't really have time for drama. I don't even feel like you talk badly about other people. You don't even have the patience for it. I feel like you really just focus on yourself and your grind. You can also spot a BSer a mile away. So you can tell when people are being fake with you. You can tell when someone's trying to get an edge on you, or being like kind of any kind of weird energy. You're good at calling this out. I feel like you are confrontational in an assertive kind of way. You just don't have time for, I don't know, confusion or misstepping your words in any kind of way. This is interesting because Pile 1 had this card upright. People have realized that you will give up on things. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so maybe you fought too hard for situations that didn't work out, or maybe you were like a ride or die for someone that betrayed you, or maybe you were like the glue in your family and then no one had your back when you needed it. I feel like you've put your neck out for people you cared about and didn't get the same energy back. So at some point you started choosing yourself, Pile 2, with the Fool energy here. I feel like you called out the BS and set boundaries, and it's like you're no longer giving more energy to things that aren't giving it back. You want a reciprocal give and take. You want an equal energy exchange. You value your own energy. It's like, I'll give to you if you give to me, and we'll pour into each other. But if you're just draining my energy and I'm giving, and I don't get anything out of it, then you're diminishing my life force and my potential, my creativity, and my opportunity. You know, why? Why am I feeding into you? For what? For you to just use me up and walk away? You know, it's just, you don't want to be around users and abusers. You're not going to fight for something that's not worth it. You'll walk away from a job if necessary, a relationship or whatever, friendship, even family. I'm seeing definitely with this curse breaking energy here. So I feel like this is part of your destiny. So don't feel bad for it. I feel like you've learned how to do this in a graceful way, in a kind way. You don't have the energy for it. You don't have the patience. You have other things going on. So you're not willing to get involved in the BS, the 5 of Wands. You don't even like gossip, I feel like. You really have pure intentions towards others. So when you peep that people's energy is like weird towards you, you just don't even want to engage, because you just don't want to even get in the mud and roll around with the pigs. It's like, I don't want to even stoop down to your level and get dirty with you. You know, it's like, why? I don't have time for this. It's like giving like teacher energy, and you walk in and the students are like disrupting your class, and you're just like, no. So it's you don't have time for this. You're too old for this. You don't want to engage. So it's pretty easy for you to dismiss something if you sense that it's going left, or someone's being weird with you, or manipulative, or backbiting, or I don't know, advantageous, any kind of like ulterior motive. You just don't even want to go there. You're also very like down to collaborate with people, support others, cheer for others, encourage others that are alongside you. I feel like you have like a heart for community, but you just kind of like prefer working alone. I don't know. So maybe you have like social anxiety, maybe you work remote, maybe you're a YouTuber, maybe you do like something online. So I feel like you do have somewhat of a community, but it's not always maybe face to face, or I feel like some part of your work is in solitude. So some people realize that like even if you keep to yourself, you're very friendly, you're very nice if approached. Like you don't I don't know, you mind your own business kind of thing. But if someone asks for help, you'll offer it. If someone wants to have a conversation, you'll have it. If someone reaches out to you, you'll respond. Like if other people support your work, you clap back for them. Like you are appreciative, and I don't know, I feel like you do extend hands to people. And some people are surprised by this. Maybe they thought you were stuck up or shy, or I don't know, you kind of stay out of the way, so people weren't sure what to think about you. So I feel like you've come out of your shell more here. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups, the Justice reversed. Yeah, you're showing a softer side of yourself, pal, too. I don't know, you definitely like wear your heart on your sleeve, and people, it's like in appropriate situations. Maybe if someone like wants to have like a heart to heart with you, you'll open up to them. Or if people ask you for advice, you actually give it. Or if someone has a problem, you'll listen to them. I feel like you do have a heart for other people. Maybe your energy gets drained because you have such like an innocent outlook on things that you can get taken advantage of sometimes. You've had to learn to set these boundaries, sadly. With these cards in reverse, you've been betrayed. So you do have an open heart to the world. I feel like you just kind of keep it under wraps, maybe like Cancer energy a little bit. You protect yourself from others because you don't want to be hurt, is what I'm seeing. So and the Justice reverse, you have a heart for injustice, you have a heart for fighting for the underdog, you have a heart for philanthropy, you know, like working for kids and struggling humans of all kinds, veterans, homeless, disadvantaged people in any kind of way. You really do have a compassionate side. You don't like seeing injustice. Maybe you work in law in some kind of way. Maybe like you're an investigator. Maybe you work in the legal system. Maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you're a service, like a state worker or something. I don't know. You might advocate for families and dropping cards. I'm just curious what this is since I dropped it. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, you bring fresh ideas to the table. I feel like you're like an innovator. You see the world in how it should be, not how it is, kind of perspective. So you bring a lot to the table in different industries and careers because you're like, okay, I know that's how it used to be, but like, why can't we make changes here, here, and here, and it would benefit everybody? So you have like a broad perspective on things and culture and society and how things kind of mesh. You're like a brilliant mind in this kind of way. So I feel like people should listen to you with the full energy here. You could bring fresh energy to situations, but maybe people didn't realize you cared, or you have to like insert yourself in these situations or go volunteer or whatever it is. But I feel like as people are seeing you in these different scenarios, they're realizing what a heart you do have for like your fellow man. So, excuse me, I needed some water. Yeah, like you're a big softy, pal, too. I feel like you do have this like warrior heart. Like you've been bruised and battered with the Nine of Wands reverse, but you overcame this. You healed in some kind of way. It's like you're back in action. You're willing to take on this fight in some kind of way, but it's like for the good of humanity. You feel like you're on the right side of history. You feel like you care about people. You have a good heart with the Ace of Cups, and you're willing to put that in action. So yeah, I'm getting you stand up for people. I don't know, you might like make documentaries. You might be like those like investigator people that like find traffickers or something. Like I feel like you might have like a badass job. Some of you that are watching, some of you just do this in like everyday life. Like you like to lift people up and encourage people. So yeah, people realize that you're pretty cool. You're well-rounded. You have a big heart, but they can also see that you've been through a lot. So maybe they realize this is why you're a little shy or a little guarded, or you kind of keep to yourself. Maybe it's just you keep your private life private because you like to protect the things that you care about because you learned you have to, unfortunately. So that's what I'm getting, pal, too. That's what people have realized about you. Let me know what you thought. Oh, never mind, the chat doesn't matter per se. It won't save. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, you guys. I hope you got something out of that. If you want to book with me, all of my products and services are on sale. So go check that out on my website. And I'm going to move on to pile 3. Okay, pile 3, what have people realized about you? I got this topic idea from Julia. It's Julia. Anyway, she's an awesome tarot reader. I just found her channel. She's super cool. Go check her out. But let's get into your reading. So I'm using Citrine Quartz. I was blinking. Okay, let's look at pop 3. What do people realize about you? It's people you know, people you don't know, people in your circle, people that used to know you. This could be anybody you want to watch it for, or just see who you think comes up in the energy. The star reversed. Okay. People realize you don't care. You don't care about attention. You don't care about fame. You don't care about your numbers. You don't care about views. You don't care about I feel like, I don't know, maybe some of you are online or you have a public persona, and it's like people think you care about the like measurable dynamics of that, but you just really care about the art. So I feel like you're just there to produce art. You don't really care if it sells, but you still sell your stuff. Or maybe you're a reader, you have like a couple hundred really loyal followers, but you don't really care to like grow your channel right now. You're just like really cozy with your little community. Or maybe you're like an underground music artist, and you kind of like that little bubble. It's something like that. Like, yeah, you might want like nice monetary cushion or comfortability, but the money doesn't phase you. The material part doesn't phase you. Even the fame, I feel like it doesn't really interest you. It's just a part of the game, or maybe it's just part of this career field. Like it is just something in the public eye. Maybe you do acting, modeling, something like that, where you are technically out there, but that's not really your personality, or you don't care for it. I don't know. So this is kind of coming off like people are realizing, I'm getting like Adam Sandler vibes. Like he's so famous, but he doesn't give a he doesn't care. So it's kind of like that. It doesn't, that's not really what you're here for. It doesn't bother you. So 9 of Wands. Did I get this in every pile, you guys? So I'm getting a lot of determination, a lot of badass energy, a lot of I'll never give up, a lot of you crush your goals, a lot of crazy alchemizers. You might even like teach alchemy courses or manifestation, something like that. Some of you, obviously not all of you watching, but yeah, I'm getting this as you're just very good at setting your sights on something and accomplishing it. You do not give up when you're faced with a challenge. You just roll with the punches. I'm getting kind of like middle child syndrome, or got a job early and learned hard work. Some of you like grew up on a farm. Some of you were like scooping hay at a young age, or maybe you're like delivering papers, or you learned how to work at a young age or depend on yourself in some kind of way, or maybe you had to contribute to the family, or go to school, go to college earlier, get a job early. Something about there was like responsibility put on you at a young age, I'm seeing, but you stepped into these shoes, you grew into these shoes, you took on the responsibility, you didn't shy away from it. I feel like your parentals and your ancestors are proud of you. Just FYI, that came through. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. People realize that you can make something out of nothing. So maybe you're very resourceful. Maybe you can take like an ordinary career and boost it. Maybe you can take a bad situation and heal it. Maybe you're help like your family work things out. Maybe you're like the mediator in your friend group. Maybe you're really good at like boosting the morale in your company or at your job, getting people to show up on time, to have a good attitude, to put in effort, to be their best, to put a good face on the company or the brand. You know how to motivate people. You might be like a motivational speaker, a manager, a leader, a coach, a mentor of some kind. You might have children. You might work with children. You might be like in the big brother, big sister program. What is that called? Boys and Girls Club, or I don't know. Like you might work with youth, or people that are younger than you look up to you in some kind of way. So I feel like you do have admirers or mentors, whether you know it or not. This could be like people that follow you, people in your community, your students, your employees, something like that. So you're known as being just very resourceful. Like if there's a problem, you're the first one they call. You know how to fix it. You know how to like calm down a situation. I'm being like firefighter energy. Like if there's a situation, they call you and you know how to handle it, kind of thing. So you're cool under pressure. You're intelligent, and you make decisions quickly when it's necessary. So, I don't know, interesting for the Ace of Cups, or sorry, Ace of Pentacles reverse, but it's like you know how to take a bad situation and make it better, is what I'm getting. Six of Swords reverse, oh my God, see? So maybe you've been through tough times, maybe you went through like a recent breakup, or hardship, or job loss, or you had to move, or downsize, or had like a court situation, or maybe you had to like switch schools. I don't know, some kind of like disruption to your life, but you handled it very well. This could be like a divorce. This could be like the divorce of your parents if you're younger, or something like that. You've had to deal with something that was not easy. You wanted to escape it, you wanted to get out of it, but people realized you hunkered down and you took it on the chin. You worked through it. Yeah, you've impressed people in some kind of way by the way that you've overcome this situation or handled it. And people have realized how strong you actually are. I feel like you gained some kind of respect. The Justice card, yes. This might have been a legal issue. You might work in the legal system. You could be a judge, a lawyer, a clerk, or an advocate. You could also work in the government, in a higher position in your field, in your company. You're a position of authority is what I'm seeing. People go to you for decisions. You're very good at making like fair decisions. You keep a level head. You're a fair leader. I feel like you try not to play favoritism. You try to keep everyone happy, everyone abundant, everyone with like equal opportunity. You're a very fair boss if you're a boss. You don't discriminate. You treat all your employees the same. You give them all the same opportunities. You encourage all of them and pour into like their training and consideration of their enjoyment of their employment. Like you actually care and you check in with your employees. You might do like regular evaluations or check-ins or something like that to get like feedback. People see you as like fair-minded in this way. Hangman in reverse. This was in pile 2. Same kind of thing. You don't question yourself. I feel like people realize you follow your instinct, and this is what gives you an edge. You don't go to people for advice anymore. Maybe people you trust, but you've learned to trust yourself. You learn to go to yourself for advice, to trust your own gut, to trust your own instincts, and to follow your own heart. Like you're not out to please others. You're not out to hurt anybody, but you're not out to please anybody either. You're really just trying to live your own life, take care of your own people. It's like, what's the Buddhist philosophy? Do no harm or something? No, there's another side to it. Forgive me, I forget. But it's basically like live and let live, kind of like c'est la vie. Like you don't really have an interest in controlling other people. You just want everyone to get along. It's kind of like peace and love, but in a more practical sense. You're still a hard worker, like you're not all hippie and organized and like go with the flow. You do like keep yourself in line, and you're very like practical in your everyday life, but you still follow your gut. I don't know, this is just a natural thing that you do. So even if like you're not spiritual, the 4 of Cups reversed, people realize you've gone through disappointments. People realize you had to get over a disappointment. Maybe you're really let down. The Queen of Swords reversed. Someone might have embarrassed you. You might have gone through like a really messy divorce or breakup, or something happened publicly or at your job or in your community, or there was a lot of like talk about your life or some situation. This kind of threw you off a game for a while. But it's like you still stood tall. You were maybe embarrassed by a situation. You didn't want to be associated with it. Maybe just like a toxic ex. You're like, oh, why did I ever go there kind of thing. Or this is beneath me. So you've gotten over some kind of disappointment, probably in love or your close friendships or relationships. Like your close circle of some kind. This might have had something to do with, people have seen this kind of drama or something play out, and I don't know, even if you felt embarrassed in the moment, I feel like people still feel like you handled this well. They still respect you. They can still see, like, maybe from the outside looking in on this perspective, what happened or how you were betrayed, or that this person was an idiot, or I don't know. The way it played out was not as bad as you think. I feel like people understand everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes, and I don't feel like people thought this was necessarily your bad or your fault. You were just associated with someone stupid, or someone drug you into like a third-party situation, or tried to like pull you into some workplace drama, or maybe your sibling rivalry or something really dumb. You might have felt embarrassed by someone's actions close to you that you were associated with the Queen of Swords reversed, 4 of Cups reversed, but you got over this. You handled it. You rocked through it. I don't know. I feel like you just took the situation and swallowed it, and you kept it pushing. It's like kind of a situation like you're walking down in a crowd of people and you trip, and everyone sees you trip. And instead of like crying and running away, you like stand up and laugh and brush it off. It's kind of like that. So it's not as bad as you think it was. People understand this happens to everybody. So don't feel too weird about that, pile 3. I don't know, it's a random message, but people realize you can handle anything. You're one tough cookie. You've been through enough. You definitely aren't like privileged or spoiled or unappreciative. I feel like you're a very grateful person. You work hard. You understand the things that you were given. You're thankful for them. I feel like you love on people around you and you give back when people have been supportive to you, like family, friends, colleagues, whatever. So yeah, you do have a good energy. The justice up right here, it's a very fair energy. Like you're peace-minded. You just know BS. But you handle situations with class and a certain amount of ease. And so people have noticed this and realized that that you could get through anything. It's like, I'm getting this sense of like people respect you and they're not worried about you. I feel like they know if something comes your way, you can handle it. If there's an issue, you'll tackle it. If you have a hater, you might even like reach out to them. Yeah, you try to squash things. You try to mind your own business. You're pretty low key. So at the end of the day, I feel like you're a good peacemaker, or you make efforts towards this. So people can respect that at least, even if people don't like you, kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm getting for you guys, pile 3. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my little live. This will upload later if you want to watch it back. I'll put the timestamps in. I'm running a sale through Halloween, you guys, on all my readings and services. So if you want to book with me, check out my website. You can email me, and all the prices are listed there. That's going to run through Halloween. That's it, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for being here. Let's see who's still on here. Hi, Valley Ray. What's up? Still solving crimes in the city. I can't read all these sideways. Accidental Warrior. Hey. Don't worry, I'll load this later. You can watch it later, Accidental Warrior. Hi, Tough Doll Tarot. What's up? Oh, I love your channel. I just found you lately, like recently. You're super cool. Thanks for support, you guys. Love you guys. See you soon.